Good morning, everybody. Okay, I'm a little pumped today, I think. So this is day 43. I don't know how long I'm going to keep telling you what day it is for me, but I'm going to keep track of my numbers because for me, like, I'm totally not a morning person. And for me to get up and do this stuff is awesome. Like, I mean, I used to honestly get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to do this, and I've gotten later now, but yeah. So I get up now. Actually, the last couple days it's been like 5:30. Kind of sucks. I end up reading and doing my questions and all that stuff and answering them, and then getting to work and then doing this. So, which is fine because then I'm in a better mood. I think I'm more alive and awake. Yeah. So I think so. So I'm still in Psalm 119. I've actually just started taking it by little section by section, which is 8 little verses. So the verses I like, well, I read out of Psalm 119, I read 121 through 128. The verses I like were 121 through 124, which says, so that's pretty much the whole thing, right? I have done what is righteous and just. Do not leave me to my oppressors. Ensure your servant's well-being. Let not the arrogant oppress me. My eyes fail, looking for your salvation, looking for your righteous promise. Deal with your servant according to your love. What? That's so cool. And teach me your decrees. I know I'm probably weird because I think a lot of things are cool about these verses. Verse 126. It is time for you to act, O Lord. Your law is being broken. What? I'm going to say you're going to have some, okay, I can't say that word. You're going to have some, not wisdom, I don't want to say ego, but for someone to say, it's time for you to act, oh Lord, what? You're going to have something, whatever. Then the two questions that I had. It says, when do you feel most depressed or overwhelmed? What do you seek when the wicked around you prosper? More money or better insight? I don't really understand why somebody would seek more money, but hey, I don't know. So my thoughts. Why did I not highlight that? When do you feel most depressed or overwhelmed? And this is what I said. When multiple things happen all at the same time. And when I feel hit from every direction. And like I've shared so many times, like I said, in the last, 3.5 years, like there was a point where I just wanted, like I said, I wanted to walk away from the church. And that's because I was just constantly being hit every time, like everywhere. I mean, right, left, up and down, back, forwards, inside out, like everywhere. Like I was just being hit in life, and it was very overwhelming, to say the least. What do you seek when the wicked around you prosper? More money or better insight? I don't know why I thought of this. I'm laughing because I just think it's silly, but it's really not silly. But I thought of the word justice. What do I want? I want justice. Like, God is a God of justice, right? I want justice. And the thing that I thought of, I don't know why, was, there's people when they protest and stuff and they have the signs and say, no justice, no peace, no justice, no peace. Like, I don't know why I thought of that. But, I mean, it's kind of true. Like, if there's not justice in this world, people don't have peace. And because they don't have peace, you're not going to have peace. You know what I'm saying? So, justice. But then what I said was I used to hate to see the wicked prosper, right? But then who is wicked, right? Who is good? We're all kind of wicked. But now I say, what is truly prospering? Is it that you have a big house? Is it that you have a highfalutin car? Is it that you're taking all these expensive trips to like all these foreign countries? Is it that you have this great important job where you're like up at the top, you make it 6 figures, maybe you're making 7? I mean, is that what prospering means? That's the question. I said, what does it mean to prosper? That's my question. What does it mean to prosper? Because you see all these people, like when I, first few, I don't know, 5, maybe even 7 years that I was a Christian, I was like, that was not proper English. I was like, I said that, you know, God, look at all these people, you know, they're driving around with these great brand new cars, you know, with these crazy rims that I know the rims probably cost more than my car. They live in these great big houses, you know, they have these great jobs where they're making all this money, you know, and here I am living for you, and what do I got? You know, I'm living in a stinking little 2-bedroom apartment that sucks, that's practically in the middle of the ghetto, driving a car. I don't know, God's always giving me good cars, I'll say that. But you know, does that mean that you're prospering? I guess is the question. Is that really what prospering is? You know, and for Christians, it's not. You know, those are all those things, the things of this world that are all going to pass away. You know, and I know some people will say, well, it's easy for you to say that, you know, because that's your way out of saying this and that. Okay, so I want things sometimes, you know, like I've shared before, like I'm obsessed with cars, I think. Well, not truly obsessed, but I like cars. Like if I see a nice car, I like it, right? And I like Audis now for some reason. Audis, some of those puppies are like 6-figure cars, okay? I can't even see myself, if I had enough money, spending 6 figures on a stinking car. You know, one, they depreciate, okay? As soon as you drive off that lot, it's lost, I don't know, probably $5,000 or more, okay? 2, it's a vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not living in it. It's a vehicle. You know, it gets you from one place to another. Why would you spend 6 figures on a vehicle? I can't see it. Maybe I would if I had the money. I don't know, because I'm a person who likes to help people. So anyway, the verse that I thought of, and I'm going to give a shout out to Toby Mac, and he's coming to the fair here on, I think it's October 20th. I'm pretty sure it's October 20th. So maybe I'll be there, hopefully. I've seen him before. He's awesome. He puts on a good concert, I'm telling you. So the verse that I thought of is, he's mentioned this before because he said his dad used to have this on his business card. And it says, it's from Mark 8:36. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? What? All those things are worldly things. All those things are things that are going to pass away, you know? Am I saying that it's bad to sometimes want those things? No, I'm not. Because I, you know, want those things. Like, I like, you know, to drive a nice car. I'm not talking no 6-figure car, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a car that has all the tires and isn't breaking down every 5 minutes, okay? And I like to have nice clothes. I like to take trips. I like to go places, you know? I can't per se do all that stuff now, but I like to do that stuff, you know? I love to go to the beach. What? And I love Florida. What? I do. I mean, one day I want to go to Israel. I want to go to Poland, you know what I'm saying? But am I gonna die if I don't have all these things? Am I gonna die, you know, if I don't get to go XYZ, you know? No, I'm not. But if I don't have God, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I haven't given my life to Christ and I'm just looking after all these, looking after, is that right? Looking to have all these things, what does it matter? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't, because it's the things that the world is looking at, you know? What? Oh my goodness. Okay, and the other verse that I thought of was Luke 16:11, and it's talking about true riches. Why can't I talk today? True riches of heaven. It says, if you are untrustworthy about worldly wealth, all those things that I spoke of, who will trust you with the true riches of heaven? So to me, that's saying all this stuff here is not the true riches. You know what I'm saying? The true riches are when we get to heaven. That's where the true riches are. And what I've always told God, this is what I put, is that I've always told God, I don't want anything or anyone who's going to take me away from you. And I know that sometimes I complain because I don't have XYZ, or maybe because I feel like I can't pay a bill, I don't have the money when I should have it. But I tell you what, I would rather be in that situation than God giving me everything that pulls me away from him, you know? Because I've always asked him, like I said, I've always asked him, don't give me anything, don't give me anyone that's going to take me away from you. No matter how much I complain, no matter how much I beg, no matter how much anything, do not give me anything that's going to take me away from you, because he is the most important thing in our life. You know what I'm saying? You drive a 6-figure car, who cares? You know what? What then? Okay, great, you're driving the car, now what? You know what I'm saying? You don't have peace. You don't get along with your spouse. You don't get along with your family. You can't get along with your coworkers. You have no peace of mind. Your mind is going crazy, but yet you're driving that 6-figure car. I mean, is it worth it? Measure it. And I'm not saying just because you're driving a 6-figure car that you don't have peace and you don't have, you know, all this stuff. That's not what I'm saying, because you can. But I'm just saying, I'm comparing and contrasting the two. Like, is it really worth it? Are these things in this world really worth it? Am I saying it's wrong to want them? No, because hello, I do, okay? But ultimately, I'm just saying is, I don't feel like I'm gonna die if I don't have those things. Those things are not the most important to me. You know, I used to be a materialistic person, like I did, because like I said, I was so poor, you know, when I was young. So I would want things, you know, and that became an object, you know, for me. I'll say, actually, I can just say it became an idol, you know, because I felt like, okay, you know what? If I get the good, best, excuse me, I'm gonna speak proper English today. If I get a good education, you know, and I have a good work ethic, it's going to take me to XYZ place, you know. I'm not going to want for anything anymore. I'm going to have a good job. I'm going to get a, you know, a good place to live. I'm going to get a nice car, you know. Then I think I'm at the top, you know, and it's not true. Like, I got to a place where, you know, not that I was driving a 6-figure car, not that it was even a luxurious car by any means or anything like that, but it was a nice car. I had a good job, you know, and I was getting paid, I'll say okay, it wasn't fabulous, but it was okay, you know, and I had a good boyfriend. Like, he was a good boyfriend, like he was. And guess what? All of it like fell apart. That job turned out to be not so great. The boyfriend, well, you know, he kind of dumped me. I hate to say it like that. but he did, because I had issues, you know, like he was a little bit older than me. I was just like so into myself, I guess I'll say, and kind of, what's the word? Like, I guess I was just really into myself, and I wasn't mature enough for him. Basically, that's what it boiled down to. I wasn't mature enough for him. I'm saying that. He didn't say that, but that's what I'm saying. I wasn't at the same place he was at, you know, in life. I think maybe at the time he was like 6-7 years older than me, but because of my age, I just was not in the right place, you know, but he was a good guy. So I said all that to say, besides I like to talk, that you can have all this stuff and not have peace of mind. What is it? You know, back to the scripture, and this is how I'll end, is Mark 8:36. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? It doesn't profit you anything, because those things that are worldly wealth, those things that are, you know, here on this earth, they're all gonna disappear. You know what I'm saying? All gonna disappear. We want those things that are the true riches in heaven. We want those things, you know. So I just ask you to ask yourself this question: what does it mean to prosper? Ask yourself that question today. What does it truly mean to prosper? You know, and if you're at a place where I was at, you know, thinking I want this, I want that, I want, you know, it's not necessarily a bad place, but it's when you put those things above God that makes them an idol. And you don't want that, because you don't want that. Trust me, you don't, because those things are going to disappear. Those things are going to, you know, destruct. You know what I'm saying? You could get into a car accident, or even just if your car is parked, somebody could smash it and it's destroyed. You know what I'm saying? They completely total it. You know, your house, like whatever, all these things, these natural disasters that are happening could come and take it away. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm speaking any of that, because I'm not, but those are things that can just disappear. You know what I'm saying? It's the true riches in heaven is what we want and what we're after. So just, you know, ask God to help you, you know, to not be materialistic, to not, you know, make those things idols. It's okay to want those things, but when the problem lies in where you make those things an idol above God, you know. So today was all about what does it mean to prosper? What is your definition of prosper? All these things that the world could offer you, or God and excuse me, and having in a place reserved in eternity for you, you know. So anyway, I thought today was good. I don't know, we'll determine that when I watch the video back. But today's Thursday, it's almost Friday, it's almost the weekend, yay. What? So I just pray everybody has a great, fabulous day today. And if you just pray for me, especially today and tomorrow, what? Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Bye.